Hey everyone, I'm here with MangoTownMatt. We're gonna be playing a game for our first time playing the game called Battle Sheep. Looks pretty interesting, pretty easy. I think we'll definitely get it after the first game. We're gonna be placing hexagonal tiles down, and then we'll have a big stack of sheep, and we can take as many off as we want, and have to leave one down. And our goal is to pretty much trap the other sheep. And have like the most amount of sheep on the board. Your move consists of splitting a stack of your own sheep into two parts.
So I'll say one thing. It's about splitting your stack. It's about spreading your sheep out, but it's also about not being sort of like walled in.
Yeah, if you're walled in, you can't undo your stack or you can't move. So you win if all your sheep are blocked, or you lose if all your sheep are blocked. When all your sheep are blocked, you're eliminated from the game. The game ends when the last remaining player can no longer move. The winner is the player who succeeds in controlling the most pasture spaces. In case of a tie, the winner is the player who plays the largest number of contiguous pasture spaces occupied by their herd of sheep. Alright, and we place the hexagon tiles down at the start. The first player places one of their pasture tiles on the board. The other players... Okay. That should be fine.
So basically, the way that Battle Sheep works is we set up the board first. We each get a certain number of tiles and take turns. It's a little bit. It almost reminds me a little bit of Settlers of Catan. It's hexagonal in nature. And then you can move your sheep basically in like big rows. So
Can you join the game? Can you join the game? Other people are joining.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I'll just start it. Someone else joined the game and was like, alright, I'd expel them. Alright, sorry, go ahead.
This game. So we'll each start with a certain number of tiles and put them down. Once we've done that, you put sheep on the board, then you move the sheep around, and you may have a stack of sheep that says 6 on it, which means that the total number of spaces you could move would be 6. But if you were to move 4, then you would leave maybe 1 or 2 on the initial hexagon, and then move to the next one.
What's going on here? Wow. Cool. So yeah, we'll fill out the board like this, and then once we're done, we'll place all of our sheep down in one stack, I believe. It's a 2, 3, or 4 player game, I believe. Maybe more.
Yes.
I can look.
No, I think it's 2 to 4.
Right. And when you move the stack, it can only move straight and the farthest distance. So it has to run into a sheep or a wall to stop moving. I really have no idea if there's any map strategy or yet. I mean, this is.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see as it goes on. Like, for example, I can see the hexagon we have is sort of in the middle, that has all of the. I mean, that acts as a wall, right? Obviously, with the walls, you can do various things.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't know, like, how to set up my map, how I would want, in order to have a good strategy.
I think
I'm just kind of placing them down, and then I'll figure out strategy.
I was reading. I mean, it says this pretty straight up. It's pretty straightforwardly that it sort of comes down to like, oh, let's see who. It's like whoever goes first has an advantage.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see like what kind of. All right, so I have a slight advantage currently. Well, that makes for
it does say.
over, folks.
So it does say in the rules, or I think, where does it say? Strategy tip. Game can be lost in this phase. The first player tends to start with an advantage as they have the first placement and first move. You may build the board differently depending on whether you're... Can I do differently than 8 and 8, or does it split it in half?
I don't know.
Oh, no, I can click on either one of them and it goes up or down.
So game over. You win. Good job.
Yeah, does it just let me keep going? What's going on? Maybe I have to get more than 2 to win, I guess. What's going on? You must select a stack to split. All right. Still says it's my turn.
This player is not playing. What can I do? So what you getting up to this weekend, Travis? Victory. Well, folks.
Okay, yeah, I just had to get more than 2 because we were tied technically, even though you were trapped. All right, so now I know how to play. You click on either sheep to
Okay. Cool.
Make however many you want to go. Probably going to see Avengers.
Nice.
Hopefully that doesn't get spoiled before I go see it.
Yeah, for real.
But I think I can be pretty good off with staying off Facebook. Or it's more.
I haven't seen anything yet.
I guess it'd be more. It would be more YouTube, and if just like the title contain or like a picture or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I've tried to basically stay out of anything that might spoil it, since I like want to watch all the rest of them and then see this new one. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Just gonna go true neutral.
I wrote out some percussion parts, so I've been kind of jamming on those a little bit, seeing if I could get anything good.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Do you think there would ever be any way for us to distance jam?
There'd have to be probably less lag.
That could make it really interesting, though. You could maybe end up with some cool tracks where it's like slightly off. Excuse me.
Okay, so it won't let you. You have to start your sheep on the edge. I didn't notice that because when I was.
Oh, really?
At least, yeah, for me. There's light green tiles and it's not. Yeah. So because last time I was like, huh. You probably shouldn't go on the edge. Well, I was thinking like you should go in the middle just because like you wouldn't get trapped in the middle almost no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's paw prints to show how many ones they can go to? Maybe not. I don't know what those paw prints are. Directions?
One way to find out. You should take that 4 into that back corner behind my 8.
You're 8? Oh,
Sorry, I didn't realize we had to compare them every time.
yeah.
I enjoyed this game so far. It's pretty simple, pretty quick.
Makes sense. Yeah. I wish more games had like I like where you create the board.
Yeah, me too.
I do enjoy that aspect. I wish there's more chess that had that.
Yeah, that would be really interesting. You could do some cool stuff with like hexagonal boards and like different shaped boards by allowing players to put the different pieces down first.
Mm-hmm.
Let the record stand that we came up with that idea right here, right now.
No, well, I think I know there's some app out that's not a website yet that you can kind of customize your own board. I think it's just squares, but like you can make the squares quite a lot of places. I mean,
yeah.
I should go look for that, and so I can give it a shout out. Because it's just an app. I haven't played it, but it does look very nice. I know there's different fairy pieces as well, so. Chesscraft?
Chesscraft. It's like Minecraft.
It's a mobile game. Different pieces, different size boards.
And it doesn't even show up on Google. Wow.
Oh, really?
It shows up as Classcraft. Are you a K-12 teacher? No, get your surveillance away from me. Okay, cool. Chess with no hats. Is it that one? Chesscraft, where players polish their craft. Or is it Chesscraft New Zealand? Look at my dick. Polish it twice a week. It's hard to do. hard to differentiate when you're making the accent yourself, Travis, between New Zealand and Australia. Man, I mean, I'm not from either of those places, so it makes sense that it would be. I got 3 new triplets in my classes at first grade, and they were like, "We know everything in English." And I was like, "Everything?" They're like, "Yes, all the words." And I was like, "What does the word perfunctory mean?" And they were like, "They just ignore me." And then they were like, "Where are you from?" Which is funny because they're kids, so like they're all very clearly speaking British English, and they like can't tell where I'm from, even though we're having a conversation. So I was like, "Oh, well, I'm from America," and he immediately started being like, "Oh, America's fucking stupid." Like people with and then people from America are real dumb.
Where do you want me to send you the link of this chest craft? It's just.
Why don't you send this to me on Discord?
Alright.
In our 1-to-1.
It's just a trailer. I don't know.
A trailer. Ooh. It's a teaser. Chest craft is such a tease.
Pretty much like there's a big square grid, and then you can go in and fill the squares with what you want. So you can leave some empty and leave. You know, kind of have like U-shaped boards or something like that.
Awesome. Very cool. Oh man, whoops. God damn it. So they sell a lot of medicines here, Travis, that just come in like real basic silver pouches.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a bunch of vitamin C in this one place. And I thought I had just taken like 500 milligrams of vitamin C. I just took 500 grams of paracetamol. AKA... Oh, what is paracetamol? It's not ibuprofen, it's the other one. Acetaminophen? Yeah.
Sounds dangerous.
I mean, I wasn't planning on drinking anything today. So, not really that dangerous. It's not going to end well for me, folks. Yeah, one other strategy tip that they mentioned that I just didn't listen to was it's generally a good idea to have a big flock, as long as you can keep it from getting...
Oh, yeah. That's kind of what I've done.
This look good. What? Oh, yeah. Fuck. What?
And yeah, that'd be a fun 4-player game too. I've also wanted to do
definitely.
so like Carcassonne. You can do like everyone versus us, but you can also do teams,
Yeah.
which the internet has said is interesting and fun.
I had a dream last night that you, me, and Gravit were we were in some kind of building. I don't know if it was supposed to be like school or what, but there was like some kind of storm going on, and it was like hard for us to get around. And I think we were trying to have like a birthday party for Gravit or something. And then I think Gravit got a bunch of pictures published in like a magazine. I remember like flipping through it in the dream. But it turns out that it was just like all the photos he submitted were just like pictures of you and me. Like just doing random stuff. It wasn't even stuff that was like particularly artsy. I knew it was coming. Well, is there a resign button? Well, shucks. Great job, boy.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Definitely. I'm definitely down to play again. Just give me 2 seconds. I spilled some tea. Just want to clean it up real quick.
Battleship. See, that's the third game, so we'll know a little bit on how to play it. Definitely play more in the future, and it's a up to 4-player game. So if anyone ever wants to play with us, Battleship, please let us know. Join our Discord, and you'll be able to talk to us while we play.
Crumb again?
Just telling internet people that they can play with us, and this is one of the games that they can do it, because it's up to 4 players.
Definitely. So don't forget about, if you have enough people to play, also don't forget about, what was it, Cinco that we played?
Yeah, and Logger. We did Logger as well. Cinco is up to 6, I believe.
Logger? Awesome.
Yeah, we did Logger.
So, are you familiar at all with, I mean, obviously you watched, you probably mentioned this on the podcast, but Elon Musk mentioned it, like, Neuralink.
Yeah.
Have you thought at all about whether or not you would do it if and when the Neuralink becomes available?
I mean, it seems like, it'd be highly worth it. I don't know. I mean,
you don't think it would be, like, overly intrusive?
Well, I mean, that's definitely something I'd want to be worried about. If they were, like, scanning my every thought for data mining or something. I don't know.
Do you think they would, that's a crazy possibility, though. Like, what if the Neuralink turns into, like a monitoring type thing? They built a machine recently where it could transmit thoughts to, like, verbal speech patterns.
I think I'll have to decide on, like, intelligent enhancing drugs more than I will.
Well, I mean,
or at least before I will have to think about, like, having a computer hooked up to, but I think like Google Glass, like, is pretty much like.
Okay, here's one thing I do want to ask you about, though, based on what you just said.
Yeah.
So Google Glass, not Google Glass, but you said you think you'll have to confront whether or not to take drugs versus like implanting technology sooner.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like, what are your thoughts on, like, nootropics? And I can explain.
Yeah. I think, I mean, those are further advanced, probably. That's.
I mean, have you thought about nootropics at all, though?
Oh, yeah, but at least recently I've just more focused on, like, getting a proper diet and exercise.
Yeah, totally.
Like, that's
totally.
I mean, I know I
like
should look more into. Yes, definitely sleep.
I mean, I think that's the bedrock, right?
But yeah, I kind of want to get that figured out somewhat first before I.
Diet and exercise.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I'm pretty interested in nootropics. I mean, I don't have anything against them. I'm kind of worried about, like, big pharma and stuff like that.
Yeah, honestly, my thing with the nootropics is, like, I don't want to throw a bunch of money into something that could have adverse effects.
Yeah, yeah.
B, like, just that may just be like complete placebo,
Exactly.
Because some of the nootropics are like real expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, add up if you're going to try different things. But yeah, I think you have to start with health and diet. Not health and diet. Obviously, health is a bigger word. I mean, more of a umbrella, but diet and exercise.
Should have got all your guys out of there.
I know. I thought about it.
That's what, when I first saw you, when I saw you get all rid of him, I was like, he's escaping.
Yeah. You never know. I can imagine that there would be some situations where it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, I'm so stupid. I can't believe I only moved 7. I just wasn't paying attention. Oh, but back to it would be crazy if like they come up with like these implants you put in your head, and then like just somewhere else in in like a server room on an island somewhere, there are a bunch of people just sitting there listening to thoughts.
Well, it's not that people need to be listening to thoughts. It's that algorithms can sort through things like a lot faster and just like.
Yeah, they put certain tags.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the system breaks because everybody's getting tagged.
Yeah, our Gravit's telling me that one time. He's like, the government just collects metadata, and I'm like, yeah, that's the that's the data that's like the most valuable and telling the most. Like, you think they're collecting it because it's the worst form of data, and they're just like, oh, we'll just collect the worst form of data that tells us nothing because, like, like you don't need individual text when.
Yeah. Collect my data. Where will he go? No. See, like, I might as well just resign at this point. Like, I've already goofed. Brutal. Like, I think you have to really.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on my big stack.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything else is just like pebbles.
It reminds me of Amazon's a little bit, where there's like no captures, and you're blocking off your opponent from moving anyway. Definitely be interesting with 3-player, and just like a bigger board with 3-player or 4-player.
Probably not, but it's worth it.
Oh.
So I know you mentioned one of the things you've been working on recently is like getting your diet and your exercise in order, in tip-top shape. Excuse me. What have you been doing for both of those things?
Pretty much just being consistent with the things I know I should be consistent. Like, I mean, I've, you know, good games. I don't know. It's just more that, you know, I usually find myself taking too many days off of the normal stuff of just either just getting any exercise or things like that. Just trying to maintain a regular schedule.
Is that maintaining a regular schedule both in terms of exercising and in terms of like the things you're doing during your day?
Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching Battle Sheep. We'll be playing it more in the future. Thanks for watching.
Oh yeah.